and where the Eagles have a 3-point halftime lead on the Souderton Indians as Mower gets inside for 2. The Eagles, though, still with the lead at 31-30 against a very good Souderton team that comes in with a mark of 9-2. And a game with big district playoff implications. As they say, Hinton threw a forearm and fouled her defender. I believe that's what they're saying. Hinton in disagreement. That's indeed what it is, and that's big because that's her 3rd. And, of course, 5 fouls in the high school game, and you're gone. And there's 3 with still a whole half of basketball to play. That pass is nowhere near the intended target, and a turnover results. Well, the Eagles will bring the ball up. And we talked about this playoff implications. Norristown currently in 5th in the Suburban 1 American League out of 8 teams. But with their record of 6-6, they still got plenty of chance to make district playoffs as that ball is off of Souderton and the Eagles will keep it. It's a very strong conference and a very strong league, the Suburban 1 League is. Hinton takes the shot from just beyond the foul line, gets the friendly roll off the rim, and it's 33-30. So Norristown still has plenty of chance, and beating teams like this will really help their cause in terms of beating strong opponents like they did last night against Upper Marion and could be on their way to doing it again tonight at Souderton. Hinton was stripped en route to the hoop, and the Eagles will inbound. Norristown with Upper Dublin, Wissahickon, Upper Marion, and Cheltenham above them in their conference. Brittany Rose misses badly on the 3-point attempt, but now the Eagles get a steal in the backcourt. They got a 2-on-1, and Wise may have gotten caught between passing and dribbling there. It was either that or she just lost the ball. Either way, ends up with a traveling violation as she picked it up, attempted to get rid of it perhaps, or lost it, and then got it back, and that's illegal. Traveling violation results. That pass inside is picked off by Netta Wise, streaking down the court and banking it in for 2, and Netta Wise has played an enormous role here today, not just scoring, but creating steals and keeping possessions alive, et cetera, and then off of that, able to create easy baskets for her or opportunities for others. A couple of things that don't necessarily show up in the scoring column in the newspaper tomorrow, that kind of hustle and those timely steals. Here is a drive, and being fouled is Brittany Sandone. 2 free throws will result for Sandone, who in last night's game was 3rd on Souderton's team in scoring with 12. Sandone with a dozen last night. Hits the free throw here. Receives high fives. And now Monica Schmidt starting the second half for Souderton. And we mentioned what she does for this team offensively and defensively as a presence down low. But we got in a little bit of foul trouble in the first half as the second free throw was just missed. But nevertheless, back out now. She'll try to pull down some offensive rebounds and get some more point-blank range shots as she did so effectively in the first quarter and a half. 6 minutes and 7 seconds to go. It's 35-31. Again, a pretty high-scoring affair going. Souderton's putting up 58 points last night. That's a very solid total and on pace to break that here tonight. But the Eagles' defense, if they have any say, will not let it happen. Liz Mower will inbound for Souderton. Inbounds into the backcourt to Emily Price. 5:50 to go. 35-31 is the Norristown Eagles' lead. The Indians of Souderton never being more than 2 scores away as Brittany Rose picks up the loose ball. The Eagles bringing it up with number 4, Nicole Graham. The Souderton bench was screaming for a travel, and they indeed got it. So Brittany Rose got the steal at one end, but the Eagles make nothing of it. And it's one thing to get turnovers, but it's another thing to get turnovers and then convert on them. Here is number 12, Brittany Sandown, getting it inside to Mower, who is not even close. And the Eagles now may have numbers if they hurry, but Matthews will slow it up. Here comes Netta Wentz, who's played an excellent game so far. Now Matthews inside to Rose, who got fouled. Brittany Rose will go to the line. Rose, Matthews, and Harris all in the game at the same time. That gives the Eagles excellent size and skill down in the paint area in terms of power forward, center. Of course, when all three of them are in the game, one of them has to play the 3 or the small forward position. That would be Rose in this situation and in all the situations where she's on the floor with those other two, being Matthews and Harris. And Brittany Rose certainly has some perimeter skills. She can shoot the 3. She can put it on the floor a little bit. So when you have 3 players that good, you have to have them all out there, even if that means having really 3 bigs in the game simultaneously, because that's in essence what they have. Of course, Devin Blake, as Wise hits the deck, trying to draw the charge. And the shot is no good from Souderton. Rebounded by Sandone, and now missed again, and the Eagles get a rebound, and they'll try to push it ahead with Wise, who avoids the sideline. Gets inside, gets hit, offensive foul. Wally for Souderton was set and took it right in the chest. And it's actually Emily Price, correction. Devin Blake, another one of those bigs, if you will, for the Eagles. Again, out today with an illness. Expect her to be back for the next game on Friday, but for now they'll have to deal without her. Again, they certainly have plenty of down-low presence to make up for it with Matthews, Harris, and Rose. All of them are very capable of playing the center or power forward position, that's for sure. And the layup is no good by Souderton, and it's rebounded by Matthews. The ball's out of bounds, and the Eagles will get it. And Hinton with 3 fouls, still on the bench. She's been there for the majority of the quarter. And due to that, Nicole Graham getting an extended run here, playing some guard. Inside for Harris, lost it. Boy, Harrison is just so good at that. Catch one dribble and then go up with it. But that time, that one dribble was too many because she was stripped of the ball. But fortunately, the Eagles keep it. Here's Harris again trying to take the hop step, but she picked up the ball too soon and ends up taking 3 steps. And another traveling violation is committed by the Eagles. Here comes Avery Britton, who will take it all the way and take a shot. But Harris comes up with her miss. And that's a foul on Souderton, resulting in Norristown possession. And with 3:40 to go, it's 36-31 Eagles. Eagles looking for somewhere to go. Rose trying to go inside for Matthews. It ends up out of bounds, but fortunately for the Eagles, it was off of Souderton. Wise will inbound. The Eagles, with the exception of Graham, have their starting 5 out there. Hinton, again on the bench with foul trouble, is the 5th starter that's currently not in the game. And Avery Britton brings it up for the Indians, gives it up, gets it back. Finds Price. And the Eagles get another steal. They've been doing a good job of that so far in the second half. And having a quiet quarter is Monica Schmidt, the Souderton star. They've limited her effectiveness getting offensive rebounds, and when you do that, you got a good chance of containing her because that's really the strength of her game. They get it inside to Harris, the Eagles do, and Harris converts and draws a trip to the free throw line. Mercedes Harris will shoot for the 3-point play. And the Eagles now have their largest lead of the game. It's 38-31. Harris coming off of a huge 24-point game against Upper Marion and leaves that free throw on the front of the rim, so it's still just a 7-point game. Nice looking spin move there, and now they get it to Avery Britton. Britton being pestered by Wise. Tries the reverse. Wasn't there. And now coming away with the ball, Nicole Graham nearly had it, but before she wrestled it away, they called a held ball. But possession's going to Norristown, so they'll get the ball regardless. Harris gets it to Nicole Graham. 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 38-31. Eagles having an excellent half thus far, outscoring Souderton 7-3 in the half. Now the Eagles give the ball right back to Souderton with 2 minutes and 21 seconds to go. Souderton will try to make something happen offensively here in the second half, something that hasn't happened thus far. Souderton dishing it inside to Brittany Sandone, who doesn't get it to go, and Matthews with yet another rebound. And I'll tell you, for as well as Monica Schmidt's been doing on the glass offensively, it's been Matthews who has contained her so far here in this quarter and really throughout the game. I mean, there were spurts where she really started, where Schmidt, that is, as Rose hits the jumper. There were stretches of the game where Schmidt really started to gather in several too many offensive rebounds and get some easy putbacks. But for the most part, the Eagles have done a nice job containing that. And that's due in large part to Natasha Matthews, who is easily the best rebounder on this Eagles team, in my opinion. Rose pokes it away, but can't come up with it. Now needs to hustle back. But Emily Price's short jumper rattles in, and it's 40-33. Wise will receive the inbound pass and hustled up the floor. Nearly loses it, but instead shovels to Harris. Puts it up. Got it, and a foul. Mercedes Harris with another and one, and another potential three-point play. It's 42-33, and boy, the Eagles may be starting to pull away. This game's far from over, but with 9 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the game, right now they're in real good shape. They just need to continue to do what they've been doing this half, and they'll be all right. Harris's free throw is good. And with that three-point play completion, the Eagles have their largest lead of the game and their first double-digit lead of the game. It's 43-33. Wise sticking Avery Britton. Blocks the shot, but it ends up going right to Brittany Sandone, who puts in a nifty reverse layup. Great block by Wise, another great defensive play by her, but unfortunately, it led to a pretty easy basket by Souderton. That's just bad luck. Andrew Stickley into the game for the first time in the second half. Got some first quarter action as well. Here's Wise with under a half minute to go in the quarter. Puts it up, doesn't get it, but did draw the foul, and I believe she'll be shooting too, and she will. No, instead they're going to say the foul was on the floor. Not a shooting foul, they say now. So an inbound for Wise and the Eagles. 23.3 seconds to go. Wise just gets it in bounds in time. And a timeout was called by Harrison, who will try to draw something up for her Lady Eagles offense with 22 seconds to go. Ideally, the Eagles would like to use up the remaining 22 seconds, or at least as much as possible, get off a quality shot, and head into the fourth quarter with a 10-point lead. That would be if they are able to convert on this possession and not leave any time for Souderton. So whatever Ashley Harrison's drawing up in that Norristown huddle, the goal is that. Meanwhile, Souderton trying to figure out a way to shut it down and maybe even get a quick possession of their own. And if they can do that, and if they could convert on it somehow, we're looking at a 6-point game.